because you want to put your hips towards the cage, so you hide your back, right? So
I'm not. I was gonna show him what I got. I think you put me to sleep. Hey, I showed up in a suit one day.
Yeah,
Same shit. What in the Superman Clark Kent are you doing?
I'm in disguise. Hold on, nephew. Where my nephew at? Watch this. There's my nephew Kenton.
Why you rolling around with your nephew?
Hey, this is my favorite nephew. Tell him why you my favorite nephew.
I'm his own man.
You ain't his nephew.
He is.
How much you pay you to roll around with him?
That's my
You look
nephew.
like Morpheus in the Matrix.
Hey, red pill or blue pill? Which one you
Yeah,
take?
hey, bro, you look.
I like the blue pill.
Oh my God, of course he does.
It's my nephew. He's
Look at your face. Look at his face. That ain't
he
your nephew,
is my only nephew.
brother.
My
you look like you
my
related
sister
to
had this boy.
Beyonce. That ain't your nephew, brother.
It's my nephew.
No, hell no, that ain't your nephew. Look at his butt shit. Oh, Pops, what up, Pops?
Why not?
Why not?
This is a real. Hey, this is
my
a real OG. Come in here, Pops.
Why not?
Because he looked like a model.
Why you holding my dad's hand? I'm holding his hand.
Yeah, I could tell he related to you because you a model. Look at Rampage.
Pop, don't hold this nigga hand.
Why?
Oh.
You little sus.
This is my disguise.
You got 50 Shades of Grey on. What kind of bondage are you into?
Hey, you want me to be honest?
Yeah.
After all that happened, I'm getting a lot of death threats, nigga. I'm trying to blend in with other black
Oh
folks.
my God, dude. You ain't worried, are you? This is crazy outfit, though. This is crazy. Hold on.
That jersey tuck's wild, too.
Hold on.
Hey man, don't give away my disguise. You give away my disguise.
50 Shades of Morpheus.
Bro, this is my disguise to blend in with
Oh,
others.
you into some freaky stuff, huh? 50 Shades of Grey, aren't you?
Nigga,
I've never seen this in my life.
nigga just blew my disguise. Now I gotta go.
I didn't blow you disguise. I just showed that you like
I
a
gotta go. I can't stay in one spot too long, man. Death threatened me.
I can't. This is crazy. And then how good is it having Freddie Roach
Yeah,
behind you?
having Freddie Roach is unbelievable. You know, having that much like experience and knowledge that he has around the fighting game is crazy. You know, coming from 150 amateur fights, you know, in Ireland to having like a massive amateur background and coming to Freddie Roach and all his pro experience. You know, it's like the perfect combination, really. You know, I can do both styles. You know what I mean? So, and Freddie is like every day I'm learning something. You know what I mean? It's like endless knowledge. You know what I mean? So it's the amount of experience he has on the big stage too. Like I'm going into a big fight and he's already been there and I mean he's already seen it. So yeah, it's good to have someone like that in your corner, you know, that's that experienced. Yeah, you know, I've been waiting for a fight like this my whole life. You know, I've been boxing since I was 6 years old. I've been training my whole life, and to be fighting as a co-main event for Canelo Crawford, probably one of the biggest boxing fights in the history, you know, of all time. There's a lot of risk involved, you know, it's a fight, you know. I understand that every fighter has a chance, you know, everyone has a punch that can put you out, you know, so I take every fight very seriously. I have my whole life, you know, I've always trained as hard as I can, and, you know, I just believe in my skills, you know, and at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how many people are watching, whether it's on Netflix, no matter whether it could be in my backyard, you know, at the end of the day, I have a job to do, I have a fight to win, and that's how I stay focused, that's how I stay, you know, ready and keep my mind on the fight. Yeah, you know, picking out the clothes and the jewelry I wear going to the arena is very easy. You know, I have the best sponsor in the world, you know, between Jaxxon and Santo Studio. You know, they gave me a full closet, you know, of a variety of things. You know, I have the JX2, I have the best chains, you know, I have everything that I can wear. Jaxxon and Santo Studio definitely make it very easy for me to be fresh going to the fight. I'm Callum Walsh, 14-0 professional boxer. Tune into my fight, September 13th.
Okay, so Quentin's here today. He brought his pops. He brought his nephew, who's a male model, for sure, obviously. And and he did something with his blue pills and his blue chews, and he turned it into his tie. And he got all kinds of, I always knew Quentin had a small package based off how tight his pants are and what?
Why are you staring at it?
Yeah, why you sending my dick?
Uh-oh.
Why you sending my dick?
Pops, what's up with your man?
I don't know now, but
Tell him. Us Jacksons, we don't got nothing small down here. Nothing small.
nothing.
Pops, you got that thing?
What?
What?
Hey, Pop. Hey, Pop.
Let me tell you one thing. One time I had to
Bend
go.
those knees.
I had to go pee, right? Me and my partner went to pee. We were walking across the bridge. I had to take a piss. And I looked down and I said, well, shoot, this is a good place to take one. So I took mine out and he said, man, this water mighty cold. That's what he said.
And what you say?
I said, it's deep too.
I know he got good.
Hey, you just dapped the man up talking about your girth.
Hey, I know that man.
Hey, let's do this part. I'm busy. I'm on time crunch today.
But he would know nothing about that because he still sits down to pee.
Yeah.
Pops. Check this out.
Don't disrespect my pop.
No, I was gonna show him what I got.
We have a lot of training camps going on at the same time right now because we have a lot of fights coming up. So Dean the Great has got a fight coming up in October. Eric's got a fight coming up in November. Nick Maximov's got a fight in October, November. Giga's got a fight coming up potentially in November as well. So we've got a lot of training camps going on, and it takes place right over there at Santa Performance Studio, which is like the hub of all fighters and extreme sport athletes, which is amazing to see different athletes in their realm. So for me, I like to always write things out on a whiteboard, and I like to see where they're at in their programming and what I need to do as the physical therapist and strength and conditioning coach, what I need to do specifically for them so their program is tailored to their fighting or their surfing competition or their skating competition coming up. Welcome back to Jaxxon Behind the Brand. I'm here with the one and only CJ. We know CJ, concrete cowboy, one of the best in the world. The things that he does on bikes is actually crazy. So we got him in the gym right now. He's gonna leave for a trip coming up at the end of this week, so we gotta make sure that we're hitting all our reps, sets, everything, volume. We're really just working on some hypertrophy. You know, great job, CJ. How'd that feel?
Good. Getting strong. We're in here putting in that work. We got a few days before I leave again, so just trying to be consistent, trying to get the sweat in, trying to lift these weights and get ready. So I'm not gonna be here for a few weeks. Yeah, just all around, just feeling a lot healthier and feeling stronger. Just, you know, picking up a 900-pound bike and just being in shape is just a lot better on the mental health, and obviously physical. It just feels great, you know, being across the United States. And we'll be in Austin, Texas, September 13th at Cowboy Harley, and we're gonna be tearing it up. Big show, Austin, Texas. It's gonna be a good one. If you're a new fan of one of our shows, you're gonna come up, you're gonna have a bunch of love from the team. You know, you're gonna see some good shows and maybe get some free gear.
You know, what's interesting with CJ's schedule is he's one of the athletes that travels around so much. So for him, consistency is something that we really gotta lock in on. But, you know, we communicate every day. I talk to him every single day. He calls me, I call him. So I know when he's coming back, when he's leaving. And from there, I can kind of create these programs that maybe are 2 to 3 weeks long or maybe 4 weeks long before he leaves, and then recreate new ones every time. So it's not like your average 8 to 12 week program. He's usually not here for that long at home anyways because he travels so much. So I really got to make sure that I personalize his program and make sure that it fits just for him and his schedule. And, you know, he's looking great, actually. Dropped a lot of weight and putting on some muscle, so.
Here's the thing, when you're a trainer, when you start passing up your trainer, and you get more, you know, more in shape, muscles are getting bigger, lifting more weight, he's doing a good job. So let's just give it up to Cody. He's the man.
Thank you, CJ. Welcome to Behind the Brand. Thank you for watching.
Hey, the Brazilian Terminator. Guarana. And he could kill you. Oh my God, he's strong. How's he still so strong? You know what's so crazy? Coach, you know what's so crazy?
Brother, it's too easy.
Oh, no.
Bernardo, do you think a suplex, can I go over my head or not?
This is Marcus BUCHECHA, the greatest jiu-jitsu athlete of all time. But the last thing he wants to do...
Can I go over my head?
Oh my God, he squeezes
He's our
tough.
golden goose, don't hurt him.
Oh.
Just punish him.
Hey, Bernardo, now I'm mad.
Oh, no.
Stole.
My toe. I almost broke my toe.
Shoot on him. Yeah. Horrible shoot. Who's it? Hey, have you ever seen a guy shoot at the hip? What was that?
Ooh, reverse darts. That's not like you. Done.
I think you put me to sleep.
You did that.
I think you put me to sleep. One of the greatest jiu-jitsu coaches, grappling coaches. He's been running all the wrestling program here for us. From Armin, Khalil Roundtree, all the fighters. We just had an amazing camp, as you guys saw. Probably the greatest jiu-jitsu athlete of all time. 6'7", 300 pounds, just straight acai. What do you think the greatest reason is you became the most successful jiu-jitsu athlete of all time?
I think I always been the hardest work in the room, and I always keep it really grounded. I always work hard. I think there was no secret. to become what I became. I always rely on discipline and never on motivation. It's not every day that you wake up, oh, today I want to be a world champion. So even though you need to do what's have to be done.
And Coach Bernardo, what do you think one of the most important things is when you're coaching and working with friends and family and people at a high level, now one of the soon-to-be best MMA fighters in the world? What do you think the most important thing is for training and the program behind it?
It's really like giving the attention and understanding how different people as an athletes, or even if it's a family person, how they learn, right? How they absorb the technique or what you want. So you're able to communicate with them and let them know like, hey, this is how you do this, how their learning process is. It's like really, really important so they can get it into their head so they can start performing and doing the positions they need to do.
Now we have my head coach, who's obviously helped me become a purple belt or a blue belt, soon to be purple if I buy 4 more classes. And really having him here when I'm going against a world champion is just all I need for motivation. So if I'm here, coach, this is what the people want to know. Why is it that everybody oh my God.
Protect yourself all the time.
Why is it that everybody talks about Hamzat Chimaev, like TJ, everybody talks about Jiu Jitsu, everybody talks about grappling? What do you think, why is it so impactful to adapt MMA, Jiu Jitsu, like Jiu Jitsu to MMA compared to wrestling with this style advantage? Basically what I'm about to do is I'm gonna shoot in on him and he's gonna defend it, but then he can do whatever move he wants to me. How does that sound?
Yeah, sounds good. Sounds really like reality.
Okay, so if I'm here, I'm gonna first throw a punch, then another one, and come out. Oh my God! I was trying to do a single leg.
I'm gonna go reverse start. Perfect.
I'll never touch.
That's what I had, Bernardo. Deep.
Almost got the big down.
Oh my God, he's strong. It's like battling an ox who's just eating so much acai. I'm nasty. You saw that? Did you see that? So one thing I think is super amazing and we're very excited for is our Santo studio. We have the Santo Performance Studio and we have a Jiu Jitsu studio inside of there in Newport Beach, led by Bernardo and Leo Vieira of Checkmat. We also have Jansen that's in and out of there, IBJF world champion 2 times. And we have one of the greatest of all time, BUCHECHA, helping us just put together the whole program. And when Armin and Hamzat and all these guys are always in town, you know, Bernardo's running all the camps here at the studio and they do a lot of wall work. And I think a lot of people in the Jaxxon podcast Discord, they want to understand what wall work are you doing, why do you do it, what's specific. So maybe we could show them a drill that shows what exactly you guys do here.
So the wall work, the whole thing about the wall is if you know how to use it, it goes to your advantage, right? So either attacking or defending. So that's why it's so important, because it's like either you can rest and be secure on it, or you can really like use it to your advantage to attack. So you go to the body lock. So on the body lock, what you want to do is, in Hamzat, you can see on his fight, he does that really well, right? Like he always tries to make hooks with the legs. So when the guy starts moving, then you create the angle, then you're able to spin towards the back. So that's where he ends up on that position a lot.
Got it.
Then once he connects the hand, then he can start making or outside hook or inside hook. Then once Bear starts defending, see, then his hip move out of the way, then he can now put, because you want to put your hips towards the cage. So you hide your back, right? So you're here. So your hips, he can't be here. Then the moment you start bringing this leg, when he does this, now you open the angle towards the back.
BUCHECHA, is this a move that you feel comfortable? Is this something that you still train a lot?
Yeah, because now what you're gonna try to do, you're gonna try to get the wizard, right?
Yeah.
The wizard.
Yeah.
Like no.
Here?
No, over my shoulder.
Yeah, but do you want me to leave this foot up?
No, you're gonna try facing me. Yeah, but come, come back a little bit.
Yeah.
No, yeah. So when I'm here, you're gonna try to do this. So if I get your back, you're gonna try facing me. Facing me. That's the moment. I'm gonna use the hook. But not just try to force the position, but when you're turning, that's the moment that you're gonna use. You know what I mean?
So once you take me down, so I'm coming here, boom, you take me down. Okay, now what are you doing from here?
So first thing that you're gonna try to do, you're gonna try to come up on your elbow.
Yep.
Yes, come on.
Yep.
So I'm gonna control your wrist. I'm gonna grip. Okay. And that's what I wanna get. Because here, I can punch you, and I can make you do mistakes, spend energy. And by the time that you're doing this, so look, I'm punching. So defend yourself. Yeah, you know what I mean? So I'm doing this.
Yeah.
So that's the idea. So if I get this, that's the best position to be, you know? DC,
and then
Kane, Velasquez, Khabib, their goal the whole time was to get this position. If you watch all the fights, because here you can't do anything. You can just try to escape it, but that's gonna cost you a lot of
damage.
Energy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're gonna get tired. Even though if you escape, you're gonna be in a bad position. Right?
And obviously it's taken you years to become one of the best, but coach, is there something that when people are at home watching this, they're obviously not at the level of BUCHECHA, and like we all know, respectfully, being one of the greatest ever, it's a lot easier for you to do this. But is there something that makes you think going into all your fights now in the UFC, it's the biggest show on earth, that they're all gonna know how dominant you are on the floor, so their defense is gonna be so incredibly, like, I would say prioritized going into camps against you that it kind of scares you?
Everybody knows what person's gonna do, right?
Yeah.
Even more on the ground.
Yeah.
Like Hamza, everybody knew he was gonna come and shoot. The guy did an 8-week camp, right? He still can't stop it. So that's the thing. If you do something really well and high level, like he does, and Armin and Hamza, those guys do, it's like striking, right? It's like you can't stop the guy from doing something when they're really good at striking. It's just hard. They do so well that it's just hard. When he gets to a position, it's not, because you can't mimic high level, and guys his level, it's really hard to find people that are able to mimic the pressure, the positions during the camps. You understand? So it's really hard to find training partners that can mimic as close as possible to the reality of the fight, so they can kind of learn the position, but then when it's him doing for so many years, the squeezing the legs, that control, he's still mobile a lot, that he doesn't focus on squeezing the legs. So he still can work, and automatically his legs are working, right? And that makes a big difference, because a training partner sometimes is like, he'll force himself to squeeze because it's not his position, but doesn't mimic, because then once you start moving, he loses the pressure, so then it gives a fake reality that you think you're gonna be able to defend.
And last thing for you, BUCHECHA, who do you think is the next big jiu-jitsu athlete that can make the bridge and the crossover to MMA?
A lot of people ask me, like in seminars, I always do Q&A, and I remember one of those seminars long time ago, one guy made me like a good question, like, oh, BUCHECHA, if you have to choose, who would you say would be the next BUCHECHA? That's a tough question, you know? And when you appoint somebody that's a black belt already, doing good and winning world title in open weight, is easy, right? But I look back and I say, you know what? I have this guy, he's from Checkmat, he's a purple belt, like middleweight. I think that's the guy that I think is gonna be the next BUCHECHA. And his name is Jaxxon Gomes. And he was purple belt long time ago, and I still have the same opinion. This guy gonna do really good. I mean, of course he's doing really good in the gi. He's 2 times black belt world champion. Now he's fighting in the no-gi scene. So we're gonna see a lot him fighting no-gi right now. And in the future, I have no doubt that we're gonna see this guy doing really, really good things in MMA. So Jaxxon Gomes, Nenego, is the man.
The last question we have in the Jaxxon podcast Discord, they said, who named you BUCHECHA? Because your real name is Marcus Almeida.
Yeah, BUCHECHA means like chicks in Portuguese. I got this.
They call you a chick? Like the face? Oh, I didn't know that. But you don't have chubby cheeks.
I mean, I used to be like a chubby kid, you know.
Really?
No, not really, but they call me, you know. And you know, in Brazil, when they call you something that you don't like, it sticks forever. But I didn't care when they call me that. But my dad didn't like the nickname, and he told the guys, oh, he doesn't like when you guys call him, stop calling him that. Because he didn't like, then the guys, oh, he doesn't like, then stick forever because of my dad, not even me, you know what I mean? That was the reality of the nickname.
Is it a reason why you do so many squats to build your cheeks? You're the best.
Thank you, brother.
Okay, we have another big day here at Jaxxon Media House. We have Twitch, who hosts the Jaxxon Sports Show for us. For those of you that have been watching the Jaxxon Behind the Brand with TJ, and then the Jaxxon podcast with Rampage, we also have this amazing show called Jaxxon Sports, held by the godfather of freestyle motocross. His name's Twitch. At the same time, we have a lot of friends and family here of Jaxxon. One of them being Brock. He trains here with Joe Cancelleri. How long have you been riding?
It's been since 2010, so over 15 years. years now, yeah.
Yeah, we're about to go deep on this because you guys got to understand there's a lot going on in the world of moto. You got the Lawrence brothers crushing everybody. You got people throwing off their handlebars and their bikes fall into the floor. I don't want to say any names. And then you got a lot of like really high stakes freestyle riding in the back of their house in the Temecula garage. Shout out to Twitch. So we're about to kind of just dive deep into all of that.
So he was off of a concussion.
Wait, why? How did you have a concussion?
I ate shit bad. The track was really wet, and I slid going off the face of the lip when I went to go triple something, and it just spat me right to the ground. KO'd. Got up, finished, got third, and then second for freestyle like 45 minutes later.
That's insane, dude.
No
concussion
Wait,
protocol.
what stadium?
Oh, concussion for sure.
What stadium is this?
Qualcomm.
Oh, this was San Diego.
Yeah.
You were riding in your
It was
home
like the
turf.
Army Moto X event or some shit.
This was your home turf.
Yeah, that's why I had to ride.
And you had some crazy sponsors: Thor, Rockstar, and he's Metal Militia.
dude.
Oh, you were still with Metal Militia. How long were you with Metal Militia?
A long time.
And the original like founding team of Metal Militia?
I was like right there with them, yeah.
Who was it?
It was Deegan and Lincoln that started it all.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And then what about Feist? Was he with you at the
Yeah,
same time?
he was already riding for them. He was already roommates with Deegan back then. And
Hey,
then I
Ryan
started
Feist
hanging out with Feist, and that's how I got in, was just riding with them all the time.
Have you ever been in a scenario where you're getting interviewed by like X Games or ESPN or Sports Center and you're trying to fight the production crew? Have you ever done that? Have you ever done that?
I've wanted to fight the judges, but
Have you ever, has the judges ever taken their off and been like, all right, let's fight?
No.
That's what I had to do every single day.
Look at this. He tries to double leg me. No, he didn't take me down with
Take him
ease.
down with
He
ease.
tries to double leg me and then I flip him and then I take guard. Come on, I'm nasty on the floor. I'm like Hamza Chimaev.
Look at this.
One thing about me, I don't play.
This guy's a blue belt.
So I have him here,
I come
right?
up
And then I turn, but I can't even wrap my hands around him because he's shaped like a goddamn Coors Light can. So when he comes
Here
here,
it is.
then I snap him.
Here it comes.
I just literally flipped him again. Do some more miles, brother. It's not helping.